Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining today's session. I'm Amit Shrestha, lead engineer for the Generative AI Lab here at Johnson Labs. Let me show you how the Generative AI Lab helps you implement HIPAA-grade system-wide auditing that's both robust and easy to manage. We're going to walk through the role of audit logs, their importance in regulated environments like healthcare, and how our platform provides real-time visibility into system activity. Whether you are a compliance officer or a product owner, audit trails are crucial for understanding user activities and making sure your application is safe, compliant, and accountable. Uh, we'll also look at specific HIPAA requirements for audit logs, how we have addressed them in the application, and I will finish with a live demo showing how easy it is to build a custom audit dashboard. Let's get started by looking at what audit logs actually are and why they matter so much. Let's begin with the basics. What exactly are audit logs? Audit logs are system-generated records that capture who did what, when, and where in an application. They document user actions like data access, modifications, logins, logouts, deletions, exports, and more, forming a digital trail of activity. This trail is vital for both security monitoring and compliance auditing. So, why are audit logs important? Their primary purpose is to provide accountability, traceability, and visibility into how data and systems are being used. They help detect unauthorized activity, track changes to critical data, investigate incidents, and support internal audits. If something goes wrong, audit logs help us understand what happened, who was involved, and how to fix or prevent it. In short, they are essential for maintaining control and trust in any system that handles sensitive data. In the healthcare industry, the importance of audit logs goes even deeper. Patient records, clinical notes, and health data are extremely sensitive. Unauthorized access or manipulation of this data can have serious ethical and legal consequences. Audit logs ensure that every access to patient data is recorded and reviewable. This helps in preventing breaches, investigating suspicious activity, and ensuring only authorized persons are accessing protected health informations or PHI. Uh, they also play a key role in patient trust. Patients need assurance that their health data is secure and not being misused. Now, let's talk briefly about HIPAA. HIPAA requires healthcare systems to implement audit controls that record and examine activity in systems that contain or use PHI informations. Specifically, HIPAA mandates tracking of access to patient records, changes to PHI data, logins, logouts, data exports, and transmissions. Audit logs must be retained for at least 6 years in many cases and must be available for audits and investigations when needed. Let's now look at how we have implemented these principles in the Generative AI Lab. We have built a comprehensive audit dashboard that visualizes user and system activity across project and time. Let me walk you through a few of the charts that make it easier to monitor users and detect anomalies. The project activity heat map chart shows peak activity across dates and projects, helping identify high usage periods or unexpected spikes on specific projects. As you can see, the higher the activity within the project, the more intense or saturated the color appears on the heat map, making it very easy to visually spot spikes in uses or periods of inactivity at a glance. Next, we have new projects created over time. This chart shows number of new projects created over time in the application. It gives us a clear view of how frequently users are creating projects, which can reflect platform engagement, team productivity, or even onboarding trends. It also helps admins or project managers ensure that the creation of new projects is aligned with the organizational goals and just random or duplicated. Next, we have a chart showing deleted projects over time. This is especially important from a data governance and security perspective. Frequent deletions could indicate normal cleanup, or they might signal risky behavior like accidental deletions, or in rare cases, malicious actions. Uh, by visualizing this over time, we can quickly detect spikes in deletion activity and identify the users responsible. In an audit or incident investigation, this chart provides valuable context, helping us ask the right questions like, was this deletion justified? Was it authorized? Was there any data loss involved? It also supports enforcement of retention policies by showing how often and how early data is being removed. Next, we have the project export table, which tracks how often projects are exported from system. Exports typically involve transferring data out of the platform, so this is critical area to monitor from a privacy and compliance standpoint. This chart helps us answer questions like who is exporting data and how frequently. Are these exports expected or is it unusual? For example, a spike in export activity after hours or by a user who does not typically handle such responsibilities might trigger a suspicion. Uh, in regulated industries like healthcare, data exfiltration risks are taken very seriously. So this visualization provides early warning signals and audit-ready evidence. Admins can also use this chart to monitor how frequently teams are generating outputs, which helps in tracking deliverables and monitoring the users. Now, let's take a look at one of the most insightful audit views in the application, user activity within a project. This dashboard captures all the key interactions user perform inside a specific project, giving us granular visibility into how the system is being used. Some of the activities we track include submission and deletions of annotations or completions, import and export of the data, adding and removing of team members, and so on. Each action is timestamped and tied to a specific user, so we can quickly answer questions like who made this change, when was it done, and what exactly happened. Uh, In healthcare settings where auditability is a regulatory requirement, this level of transparency is not just helpful, it's essential. It supports internal reviews, team accountability, error tracking, and even investigations if a breach or compliance concern arises. This view also helps team leads or project managers understand how actively a project is being worked on and by whom, offering a data-backed view into collaborations and ownership. Uh, Whether it's a spike in completions, a surge of exports, or a sudden removal of assignees, these dashboards make sure nothing goes unnoticed. Um, On this slide, I have grouped a few additional dashboards that provide a broader view of the system and user behavior. At the top, we have API requests over time. This shows trends in overall API traffic, helping us monitor load, detect surges, and understand users' patterns. Next, we have the HTTP status code distribution. This breaks down successful server-side responses. It's useful for spotting errors or performance issues quickly. On the bottom left, we have listed the top 10 users by API calls. This highlights who is using the system the most, which is helpful for both optimization and accountability. And finally, the application users by hour and day heat map shows when users are most active. This helps in scheduling updates, identifying peak users times, and optimizing resource availability. These dashboards together give a well-rounded picture of how the platform is being used and where we might need to investigate or improve. Uh, and all charts can be filtered by project, users, date range, event type, uh, giving teams the flexibility to audit any activity they need and quickly and clearly. Enabling audit trails in Generative AI Lab is intentionally simple and developer friendly. All you need to do is modify your installer script to include two additional flags. These will automatically enable audit logging and install the necessary Elasticsearch backend if it's not already present. Here's what that looks like in your script. The first line enables the audit logging globally, and second one ensures the Elasticsearch is deployed as part of your stack. Once this is set, audit logs starts immediately. You will begin capturing user actions, data access events, and system activity right away, making it easier to monitor your environment and stay compliant. This makes audit enablement not just powerful, but also easy to integrate into your existing deployment flow. Uh, Now, for the exciting part, let me walk you through a quick live demo of how to create an audit dashboard using the tools. Uh, we will recreate a user activity dashboard that tracks all the actions done inside a project by specific users in a specific time period. Let's go ahead and build one now. So this is the landing page, and as you can see, I already have a bunch of dashboards created, but let's create a new one. On the top right, you can see the Create Dashboard button here. Once you click on it, you'll be navigated to this page. So here we need to select the visualization first, and when you click on the Select Type drop down, we'll be selecting Lens. And now you have a bunch of options to create different types of charts based on different types of metrics and informations. Since we are building a user activity table, let's just select table from here. Now, I would like to populate the table with the user action. So I'm going to select a row here and I'm going to select a field. So since I am trying to show the user actions, I'm just going to select action here. And I would like to see, let's say, top 100 values in a given time frame. So close this. And now I want to add some metrics here. The first thing that we would like to see is the timestamp. And that is why I'm going to select timestamp from the drop down in the field. And I want the value of this. So I'm going to click on minimum, close this. The other thing that I want to see is the user who actually performed that action. So from the field here, I'm going to select user, which is under user.keyword. So select the user, and I want the actual value of that user. Now, let's close this. Now, yeah, we have the top 100 values of the actions along with the timestamp and the usernames. Let's just save. And while it's being loaded, what we can do is we can add bunch of controls to make our audit dashboard more granular. So let's click on controls, click on add control. And now I would like to view the user activities for a specific project. So I want to add project as a filter. Let's search for project name and select it. I would like to see one project at a time, so I'm going to disable multiple selection for this filter. Save and close. I would like to add another control to view activities of specific users. So I'm going to look for user here and select on user.keyword, save and close. And I would also like to view the activities for a specific time period. So I'm just going to add a time slider control here. Okay, now we're done. Let's make it a little bit bigger. And yeah, so this table shows like all of the user activities in the system, but I would like to look for specific projects now. And we have added these filters here. So if we click here and select any of the project name, the table will show the filtered data. So the data that you see is for the specific project B3 Agentic Doc QA Lite. And you can also see, for example, if I want to like see the actions of specific users, let's say Andre and Dia, we can filter it and we can see all of the informations here from the day July 31 to August 7. Let's just narrow it down to August 1st to August 6th for a week. Now, if we just change this, as you can see, the data is filtered, and you can see the data between August 1 and August 6. This is very simple to create such dashboards. Like you can create any type of charts or dashboards based on your requirement from the data that is saved in the Elasticsearch. And this concludes the webinar. I hope this gave you a clear understanding of how audit logs work, uh, why they are essential in healthcare, and how we have made them actionable with real-time dashboards. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat or reach out to me over email or Slack. I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you.